What better way to start the day than with 40 grams of protein? All right, we are cooking up our breakfast here, and most people, where they go wrong and not hitting their protein goal is starting the breakfast off with not having a whole lot of protein. Best way to start your day off, we prefer a good old egg white scramble. So we're gonna add in some egg whites. We're gonna add in just 3 eggs between Mason and myself. So 1 egg for me, 2 for Mason. And then quick little easy way to get in some extra protein. We have some chicken sausage here. It's only 2.5 grams of fat for 1 link and 12 grams of protein. So we're gonna cut some of this up and throw it in there. And for this fat-free feta, there's 30 calories, 0 fat, less than 1 carb, 7 grams of protein for 28 grams, which is quite a bit. And our spinach is getting crispy over here. Now to save yourself from having 50 grams of protein at the end of the night, because I've been there myself, I would, quick little backstory, I was a bartender and I would come back and I wasn't preparing my meals very well. So I would have so much protein left and I would be on my way home, I would stop at a gas station, I would pick up like 3 packs of beef jerky. And then I would wake up the next morning and I would be so puffy because there is so much sodium in 1 pack of beef jerky. And that's how I was getting in the rest of my protein because I didn't know where else to get it. Or I'd get like 2 protein bars and then my stomach would hurt because it would be like, Quest bars or something. Take it from a vet. Do not.
Oh boy.
Wow, there goes 10 grams of protein. Yeah. So yeah, pre-track out your meals. It's one of the best things that you can do, not just to hit your protein goal, but to make sure that you are on track to hit your overall macros and calorie intake. What that looks like is usually while I'm cooking breakfast, I find it easiest to do that. I will go into my FitnessPal and I will pre-track out what I think I'm gonna have for the day. If you're just trying to simply hit your protein intake and you don't really have a calorie target or anything like that, then you can just mentally keep note, but try and remember where is most of your protein gonna come from throughout the day. Just make sure that you already have a plan set out rather than just being like, oh, I'm gonna eat this meal and hopefully by the end of the day I had 150 grams of protein. That's a great way to not hit your protein goal.
So we have our eggs cracked and in the pan. Now we put 3 eggs in there. So typically for our meals throughout the day, I'm eating around 240 grams of protein. So I'll typically have about 40-ish, maybe 50 grams of protein per meal. So that's about 4 to 5 meals throughout the day for me. So from your perspective, it should be something similar. If you're somebody who is maybe only eating 125, 150 grams of protein, similar setup, you can do it in 3, 4, 5. It doesn't have to be a certain set of meals, just whatever works best for you and allows you to hit that protein requirement. So our last tip for you guys is going to be leaner protein options. This is one of the main reasons why a lot of people struggle in hitting their protein goals because they don't really know the foods that are required and what are best, especially while trying to lose fat and build muscle and hit your protein goal. We're popping into our fridge and excuse our fridge, it's absolutely pathetic right now. We've ran through majority of our food, but I'm gonna bring out a couple options that I recommend and talk on those as well. First and foremost, we have a few options down here in our bin that I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna talk about them as soon as we get to the kitchen here. So options that we have, this as you can see is a ground venison, but this is very interchangeable with any other type of lean meat, like a 96.4 ground beef, a leaner ground turkey, ground chicken, things of that nature are going to be great options, especially hitting a good amount of protein while not having a whole lot of fat with them. Like an 80-20 ground beef isn't going to be super beneficial because you're going to get 20 grams of fat and 20 grams of protein. For instance, with this ground venison or even a 96.4 ground beef, I only have 3 grams of fat per 26 grams of protein per serving. So as you can see, leaner options are going to be best. We also have some deli meat, so this could be ham, turkey, chicken deli meat. Next up, we love these specifically. These are chicken sausages. Typically, your Italian sausages are gonna be a little bit more fatty. The chicken sausages or even potentially turkey sausages are gonna be a little bit more of a better option because they're gonna be less in fat, higher in protein. For instance, per link, you only have 2.5 grams of fat and 12 grams of protein. So really good option. You can throw these in with your egg whites in the morning, or you can have them as standalone meals as well. Next up on the docket, a few other options for you guys. As you can see, I actually found a 96.4 ground beef in the freezer. So this is kind of what it would look like at your grocery store. And then also some great options, fat-free feta cheese. I believe we talked about this over there. You saw it earlier in the video. Great option to just get a bunch of protein in. There is 7 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat per serving. And then also great options are low-fat or non-fat cottage cheeses. If you can do dairy, you can also do some like Oikos 000 Greek yogurts, which have a good amount of protein. You could even throw these in the yogurts as well too. I know that sounds crazy, but it actually tastes pretty good. And then our last piece, any sort of seafood, we just have some sockeye salmon in the fridge. You can also do tilapias, shrimps, or cods, things of that nature. Obviously, not all salmon is gonna be your best bet because it can be a little bit fattier. What we do wanna choose is the sockeye salmon in specific. That's gonna be your leaner cuts.
Collectively, we hit a whopping 400 grams of protein. We've been doing this since we've known each other for about 3 years now with these tips that we just shared with you guys.
So if you guys wanna see more videos just like this, going over tips, tricks, topics, things around nutrition, even training, but more insightful how-tos with more explanations and things for you to actually see and utilize and implement. Let us know in the comments down below. As always, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.